Travis again, and today, guys, I'm here to do another anime review, and the anime review is to Tales of Zestiria episode 11, guys. So let's get into it. So, guys, for this review being late, because main reason why it was late because I wasn't in the mood to reviewing that much last time. I was able to review. I think I was able to review something. Yeah, I think I was able to review, but I was not fully into mood to review that time. So sorry for this review being late because I didn't feel up to it. So, but anyway, today, guys, I'm doing an episode review of Tales of Zestiria episode 11. So let's get into it. So, guys, in this episode of Tales of Zestiria, not much happened in this episode except for finding out who the assassins are. Because you remember, guys, who, if you remember correct, from I think episode 3, and episode 2 as well. I think around those two episodes. I think it's episode 2 and 3. You remember these assassins that came around and tried to kill the princess? We finally found out the identity of the main female assassin, if you remember correct, who got hired to assassinate the princess. We found the identity of her, and it ends up being this merchant girl you remember from episode 2. Episode 2, this merchant girl came around. No, it was episode 3. I think it's episode 3. Yeah, this episode 3. This merchant, you know this red hair girl in the opening stuff. Then the merchant girl. We found out she's actually the assassin that tried to kill Alicia. Now we find out the main reason now why she wanted to kill her in this episode. She tried to kill her because she actually feels like that we cannot have one person die and to save some people and to actually give hatred to people. But Alicia said, okay, I'll be that first person, because Alicia says, because in this episode we found out you remember that general guy, you remember that fucking general I said I hate, who looks like freaking Motto. Yeah, if you guys remember it, the freaking Duke from like episode 3 and 4. Episode 3 and 4. Episode 3 and 4. Episode 3 and 4. You remember him, guys? He was. Don't forget, he's the one who, after the princess left to save Maryland. I think that's how you say it, Maryland. The area to purify the Halloweens and stuff. We found out he was hoping for it to go out so he can use his superiority to order the soldiers to go out and pretty much do war. Pretty much go out there and commit a war and stuff. Cause a war. So I expected that in a way, because if it makes sense, a lot of these high authority evil people, if they usually have someone who's even higher authority than them, they usually have this idea to let this person go out of the city or something like that. So that means they can have the power to order the knights and soldiers to go out and cause a war if they want to. Which of course happened in this episode. And Alicia got word of it through one of her soldiers. She organised pretty much a revolt to make sure this doesn't happen. She organised her men to stop the war pretty much. Now we also got information about the Halloween, the somewhat dragon, not dragon, but dragon. Dragon. I think it's dragon. I think that's to say it. But we find out the identity, and it ends up being another seraphim. Now I thought this was gonna be human. I cannot deny. I thought he was human. In this episode, wait, he can see them, and I was wondering, wait, how can that guy who we found out who's also a seraphim can see them? And then yes, reveal that he was a seraphim. Oh, because Alicia can't see him. And I was like, oh, so he's a seraphim. Okay, never mind. And I didn't know there was another seraphim around. I didn't know there was another seraphim around. So that's something I was shocked about. Now, another thing is that, yes, there's conclusion that a human can become a heroine, because in this episode we also got a heroine that, a human got turned to a heroine, and, Swain purified him. And we also found that there are souls that are corrupted with the malevolence as well. So he went to a grave site to purify the person who got killed by a heroine, and, Now we also, and And Swain also learns the truth about when heroines are transformed from a human, how humans transform to heroin, how much the malevolence he has to attain, and gain memories of this person. Because the shepherd's ability that after he purifies a heroine, he gains the memories. Unfortunately, when it comes to humans, we cannot deny death or anything form of memories in our minds. We can give a lot, when people end up inheriting those memories, we always know that's going to have some form of a negative effect on them, and they end up seeing the negative side of the person. And of course, that's what happened with Swain. But Swain, Swain for a main character, and even since we first saw him, he's freaking immature. Like, fuck. Like, I knew from the beginning he was freaking mature. He had this kiddish side to him. For his personality in general and his character, he's freaking mature as fuck. I'm actually surprised how much he's taking with all what is going around of him. He's doing freaking well. And that's rare from a main character. Because usually from a main character, you can instantly tell that sooner he's going to break down, or sooner or later this person is not going to fully accept what's going on properly. But no, Swain's not like that, and I'm actually surprised how much he's taking in and understanding how to be a shepherd in general. And even the Seraphims are saying how well he's doing it as a freaking shepherd, because how much he's improving is inhumane. But yeah, now let's go back to the assassins. Let's go back to the assassins. Now, about the assassins, like I said, the reason why they stopped trying to kill Alicia is that, in a way, as they're trying to stop this one person to die that commits the hatred, Alicia said she would take on that role. She would take on that role to be that first person to die. And of course, that means she has to stop. And she understood she was not lying. She would become that person. She'd become that person, so she decides to stop. And I got to say, and looks at the princess also knew that the assassin was, well, the merchant girl was Rose, I think is her name. Yeah, the assassin girl is known as Rose. Now Rose, like, she sensed that she was not lying, and the princess, I'm fucking have to praise her for figuring out that she was the assassin. Now, of course, a lot of us sort of knew that she was the assassin, mainly because of the opening. The opening sort of gave it away that she was the assassin. But yet again, I think how she got introduced in episode 3, when she got introduced in episode 2 and 3, it was quite obvious that she was the assassin. But if you did not pick it up, then yes, she was the assassin, and the episode revealed it. Now, I've got to say, I have to give a props to Rose that she's understandable. She's understanding that, and she's not a person who will assassinate someone just for money. We now can see that she's definitely not that kind of girl. She's someone who actually assassinate if there's actual proper reason for assassinating this person. And at the start, she thought it was a good idea for assassinating her, but then she noticed, oh, maybe not a good idea, which I'm glad she did. And I'm glad we get a chance to see more of her, because we only saw like 2 times. We only saw her twice in the series, and that means we're going to see a lot more in this episode and next week's episode. Which possibly might be in the last episode, which is going to be a fucking war battle. Oh my god, I can't fucking wait. The fucking action we're going to see in that war battle is going to be fucking inhumane from Ufotable, because so far what I've seen from Ufotable, I have not seen a war scene yet from Ufotable. I have not seen. Now, I know there has been a war scene because I faced of God Eater. I have not watched God Eater yet. I fucking need to get to it. I need to fucking watch God Eater. But I already know as God Eater does have a war scene. I definitely know it's going to have a war scene, because it's obviously, well, it's related to Attack on Titan stuff, so, in a way, so it makes sense. So I need to check God Eater, but I have not seen actually any anime that involves a war scene yet in Ufotable. And from what I understand from Ufotable's animation, the war scene is going to be a fucking epic fighting scenes. Literally, we already know how good the animation is, but we also know this is next week's episode is possibly going to be the last episode, or second to last, and we know those 2 episodes are going to be fucking animation gorgeous. The animation is gonna be fucking gorgeous, which I can fucking wait for. And as it's gonna be a war scene, think about how much animation budget they're gonna fucking put into that episode. Fucking, I can't fucking wait for it. Now, like the animation for this episode, like I said, not fully much going on. There was action. It actually looked fucking good. Like Alicia and Rose fight scene. That fight scene, like mini fight scene, that animation looked fucking good. Oh my god. Alicia, shit, she's good in fights. A lot. And the way she like pounded that first stomach to the ground in one kick. Oh fucking hell, that looked fucking badass. But Alicia and Rose's fight scene, that Alicia looked fucking good. And the way Alicia fought. Now I gotta say, when we first saw the fight scene between those two in the like episode 3 I think. Yeah, episode 3. Episode 3 when we saw and I talk about like the main episode, not like episode 0, which is technically I put down as episode 1, but episode 3 of the main anime series, not including episode 0, which is I titled episode I think 4. Well, I titled it as episode 4. The fight scene between them, it wasn't as action packed as this episode, but any fight scene between them, and that looked fucking gorgeous. Better than episode 3/4's episode, which was pretty good when it comes to seeing the fight between Alicia and Rose. But this episode between them, oh my fucking hell, that looked fucking good for a small fight scene. That looked fucking good. And yeah, and that's not much to talk about, much left. Anyway guys, that's my anime review to Tales of Zestiria episode 11. Hope you guys like it. Come on, try fast today. If you guys want to send them out, comment section down below. My address is there, and yeah, hope you guys like it. Comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys there. Bye guys!